Hi, this is Adam at Powers Performance Outdoors, and today we're going to be working on a new Vride 2 52-inch. We're going to be doing the initial setup. So we're going to roll this one off the crate and do what I do to every mower before they leave here, which is, most importantly, leveling the deck. They usually never come right. They're always low. It's very important we do that right out of the gate. We're going to set tire pressure. We're going to adjust the brake, and we're going to show you a great addition with some wider tires and different wheels. All right, first thing we're going to talk about is leveling the deck. So you guys that aren't getting stripes or getting a bad quality of cut, a lot of times it's just the pitch of this deck. So it's real crucial that the nose is dropped a 1/4 inch. All right, so first thing you're going to do is check tire pressure. You can go through this whole procedure and the tires are at 30 psi, and then it's throwing the whole thing off because she'll sink a 1/4 inch. So first thing, set these to 10 psi. It's important you use a good gauge, not your standard pencil gauge, because you want it to be right on the money. Okay, we have one of last year's models here of a Scag Vride 2. This is a 52-inch with the trusty FX Kawasaki, which is now phased out by the new FT, which we're getting ready to work on. The difference between this one and the new one is there's no total height adjustment. This is connected solidly, so there's no adjustment there. You make all your adjustment here at each corner. This is your adjustment mechanism. This is a locking bolt. So first thing you do is loosen this. This basically pinches right here, holding your adjustment. So to make an adjustment, you loosen this and you tighten this bolt to raise the deck. It pushes this down, bringing the deck up. So everything's exactly the same as what we're about to do, except you have to individually crank on all these to get your total height up. All right, we got our tire pressure set. So we're going to go over the deck level adjustment. New in 21 is a total adjustment right here. There's a threaded rod that connects these two mechanisms, and that will allow you to raise the total height or drop the total height of your deck. So they've all been coming a little low. It's important to raise them up and then pitch the quarter or the front down a 1/4 inch. We're going to go over that. First thing you do is loosen your stop nuts. This one is reverse thread. And then you find your 7/16 and you turn this. As you turn this, it will raise the height of the deck. So right now we're set at 4 inches and we're reading 3.5. So we're going to raise the front up to 4 inches. Okay, almost there. All right, so we're 4 inches right on the money. Next, we're going to pitch the back of the deck up a 1/4 inch. So that will give us a true 4-inch cut with our desired 1/4 inch pitch down in the front. So first thing we do is we loosen the bolts. And we're just going to loosen them all because it's real important we make sure our chains are tight at the end so the deck doesn't flop around. These are nice and tight. So we'll check the back height. And we're right at 4 inches. So we're going to raise her up by turning this bolt in, which drops this and brings the deck up. a little bit more. And that's our desired 4 1/4 inches. Lay those perfect stripes. Make sure and tighten this one back up. We'll actually leave that loose for now because there's another procedure. You can see we got a loose chain here. We raise the other side, this chain will get tight. But I found one chain tends to stay loose. You just need to give it a little extra. You want these to sound like a banjo string. All right, as you can see, we're significantly low on this side. So we're going to raise it up. We getting there? Let me know when it gets right to 4, okay, with that blade tip. So we're about 1/4 away. Getting close?
Stop.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Now we can allow for an 1/8 difference, you really can't tell. But I like to put them right on the money. So we're gonna go right, you put it to the number 4, but the line's a little higher. See, it's that line right there. Oh. So when we get there, tell me to stop.
Keep going.
I think that's it?
Yeah.
All right, let's see where we're at in the back. We want to go 4 1/4 here. So we're right at 4. So we want to keep going. So we're going to go what we think is 1/4 and see if we get it right the first time. This can be really frustrating because you end up with a loose chain. And finding a perfectly flat spot is the other trick. So I'm blessed to have this really nice lift. But I'm going to show you another way to do this if you don't have any flat spots. So we're getting close. That's an 1/8.
It just fell out.
Oh, we're there. I'm going to turn that around. So we actually need to drop the front a little bit. See, by moving the back, you could start chasing your tail a little bit, so this can be frustrating. Just be patient.
That's good.
It's good? So we're going to check our chains. Hey, we're almost there. So we'll fine tune it from here, but that's your basic deck leveling. This is the way to tell real quickly whether your deck is close, or it's the only way to do it if you don't have a level spot on the floor or you're in the field. Take your fingernail, and this is at transport mode, and it barely fits under there. And on that side, being 1/4 inch higher, a kid's fingernail barely fits under there. Okay, just to clarify, the easy adjustment if you don't have level ground is from the deck to the stop. And this is at transport mode. The front is a 1/2 inch gap. And the back is 1/4 inch. And those are approximate, but anywhere close to that within an 1/8, you'll be in the ballpark. Get your chains tight, it'll be close enough. All right, now we're going to talk about the parking brake. Number 1, you want to make sure the Allen set screws are tight. An 1/8 inch Allen, just make sure they're good and tight. If you give her a tug and she doesn't come off, she's ready to go. So we're going to take the parking brake off and show you the adjustment. All right, I'm going to show you the brake adjustment. This is a friction brake, so this cleat actually pushes against the tire, and that's the parking brake. As your tires wear, this will need an adjustment. So most of the time at the first service, I do this adjustment, keep it from moving around on your trailer. What you need to do, it's a 9/16 socket with a long extension, and you want to loosen these 2 nuts. And see, this is slotted, so it allows you to adjust the starting point of this brake. And what I do is I basically put my middle and index finger right there to get my desired gap, and then tighten her up. So now we're going to talk about how you can switch to a wider rear tire. They come stock with 24, 9.5, 12. Now they're putting Carlisle Turf Masters on there, which I think are awesome. The Grass Masters before this, or the Kendas, weren't my favorite. So we'll pop this one off and show you how a 24, 12, 12 will make a world of difference. And actually, while I have this off, I heard some of you guys are having problems with the hydraulic lines rubbing the tires. So I haven't seen that problem yet, but I threw this one off a little bit to show you how this is sticking out. It's a real easy fix. You just loosen 7/8 wrench, you loosen that up, and then you push it against the frame, not to where it's in a bind, but then just snug her up good and tight. Check to make sure that one's tight. And now we'll throw on our 24, 12, 12. And this is a wheel off of a Patriot, just because I think the black wheels look cool. You can definitely just swap tires on your stock rim though. She's gonna hold hills a lot better. Thanks for watching. That's how you level a deck on a Scag Vride 2 mower.
Like and subscribe.